Hello, guys. I feel like I haven't been on here in forever. I had to go on and get on early tonight because before I got tired, I got to make up some more schoolwork because I fell behind in one of my classes, and I've been working like a dog. Like my caseloads have picked up at work, and um, yeah, so I've been tired. So I'm gonna let y'all start getting the notifications. I did miss you guys though. I was gonna come on last night. I didn't, I was tired. I went in to hear this live. I had just finished doing something, and I was tired. And I was ready to come on, and I was like, "Oh my god, I just do not feel like it. I don't feel like it." So I was like, "Let me come on early tonight, so that I can." I had some stuff to come in from Timu. I got to try to put it up. I got to. The only thing I don't like about Timu is they give all these small little pieces in a box. I don't like that. I don't like putting stuff, having to put stuff up. Mm. I'm sure it's easy. I just don't want to deal with it. Anyways, how has everybody been doing? I missed everyone. I think I haven't been on here in like y'all know that's unusual for me. I don't think I've been on here in 3 nights. Is the comments working? Because I don't see nobody ain't saying nothing. I need to at least know the comments are working. Um, Normally somebody would have said something. Now I'm getting kind of weirded. Like, are the have they messed with? Is the comments working? Okay, thank you, darling. The comments are working. Thank you, darling. Surprise birds. Thank you, darling, for typing. Hey, imperfect angel. Do I want to go over to the bonding company and work this weekend? It's spring break. I've been making up work. I've been working. I don't want to go work at the bonding company this weekend. This Vincent from Homicide Recording. Who is Vincent? Vincent who? Vincent from Homicide Recording. I don't know. You're gonna have to tell me more. I can't remember. You know, my mind is. I have so much going on. Give me some more information. Which homicide are you talking about? I had a page that was homicide recording. The name of your page was homicide recording. Okay, well, I'm gonna have to go look at it. Y'all know we normally wait like 5 minutes. I know I got on kind of well, it's 6:30. People should, had their dinner on. Y'all, let me tell y'all something I did today. Piggly Wiggly. Y'all know we don't. What is that? Y'all know we don't have Piggly Wigglies in what the hell is that? Shit. Is that a phone? Hold on, y'all. Hold on, you all. Okay. Okay, you guys. So, anyways, I went to Piggly Wiggly. It was in Olive Branch, Mississippi, and so I saw that they was having like a 1 day sale for like a lot of meat coming off of the meat truck. Yeah, I ain't even tell no lies. I went down there today. They said the sale was off, but I think they had some left over. And I racked up on so much roast beef and chicken and big bone buffalo fish and catfish nuggets. I have not seen a roast, a really big roast that was $9 and $10, and I don't know when, y'all. I got like 6 roasts. One of them I'm gonna put on the grill. But I've been making that habanero roast. I got a lot of chicken. I like to buy chicken legs and chicken thighs, but I did buy a couple packages of wings. All of the chicken, the big packages of chicken, and they were not expired, was only $5. Y'all, I got so much meat. I need it for the summer because I likes to grill. Anyways, you guys, enough about me. I was trying to wait till I started seeing more people come in because I want them to be up in here. I see they are signing me cases. They are signing me cases, and I'm at home. Okay. Um. Ooh. Okay, they got us certified for NCIC. Anyway, anyways, you guys, they're signing me cases, and I'm at home, which is cool. That's why I'm so tired now, though. Homicide. I just okay. Anyways, you guys, I don't see none of my new people. I mean, my older people up in here. I see Imperfect Angel. Okay. Anyways, you guys, I wanted to talk about. I guess we could start with the review on Justice for Dolph because I got an update on Howard Barnett. Okay, I got an update on him actually today. I got an update on him today. Let me make sure I'm live on my page. I am live. I got an update on Howard Barnett today. And of course, let's talk about Candy Barres, okay? As you all know, Candy Barres and her husband, Candy's from Escape, they They went through a divorce. It seems like the divorce was quick because I guess when you got money, you can do that. She filed for divorce like back in October. Okay. The divorce is final. Okay. And they're saying that Candy paid Todd out $2 million. Okay. She paid out $2 million. Now, people are saying that, well, they did some things in business while he was there. He didn't have a damn dime. Okay. Whatever they did in business, she had the damn startup money. Okay. It was her money that he was starting all them businesses so that he can come up off of. I get to think about, and I know a lot of people want to say, some of y'all women bitter. I ain't no damn bitter woman. Okay. I'm not bitter at all. As a matter of fact, I believe in love. I believe that there are, good men out there. When I was in the private sector doing private, infidelity cases, I saw where there were a lot of good men. They were just in relationships with no good women. Okay. They're tied up with no good women, a lot of them, unfortunately. And because of their children and stuff, they trying to stick it out, or they get tied up with these no good women. They are the providers. They divorce her. She's had all those kids. Now he's got to try to rebuild himself up again because he's stuck paying all kinds of child support, alimony. She gets the house because she's got the kids. She gets the cars. The man is left broken. Okay. And listen, I'm a firm believer. I don't mean no harm. This is just what I believe. Okay. I don't think I don't think a woman should pick up a man when he broken. Okay. Because once he starts to see things clear again, he it might be different for him. Okay. I think people should get together when they are already whole. That's how I feel. Because you have a lot of women now, they're jumping into relationships. Unfortunately, they getting their asses whooped cat raggedy. I'm talking about as far as the type of shit that they go through because they jump in trying to hand out their finances. A bitch can say whatever they want to, any lie they want to about me. I ain't never tried to hand out no damn finances because I know the order of a relationship, and a man is the provider and the protector. No bitch could ever lie on me like that. Okay. That's a lie from the pits of hell, and that's on my daddy's grave. And anybody that puts that into the atmosphere is mentally ill. Okay. That's something that they wish that I would do. Okay. That's the reason why I sent old boy on back down there to North Carolina. I proudly put him on a bus. Okay. And I sent him home because I was not going to financially try and take care of another human being. My children are grown and they are very well sufficient. I am so proud of those girls. I don't know what to do. Okay. One of them, it's my youngest one. Oh my God. This girl then went and got a job with the government, learned her job. She's quiet as she can be. She's a hard worker and now has been promoted to supervisor. My child, both of my girls make me proud. Okay. But she makes me very, very, they make me happy. I mean, they just self-sufficient. If my girls ever ask me, my girls don't ask me to borrow money because they make good money. Okay. And that's one of the things that me as a woman that I can't understand about women getting with men. And a lot of women, unfortunately, they're so broken. They want a man to need them financially so that they can control them. I don't even know how you can even respect the man that you got to take care of. I can't. I can't respect a man that ain't got no issues with a woman taking care of him. Okay. And so with Candy, all people, men and women, you have to be careful when you're out here working hard and you're trying to build something for yourself. Okay. But Candy is was a multi-millionaire when Todd met her. You can't just be out here dating no anybody. Because I mean, these half-ass Negroes looking for a woman that ain't even. Let me tell y'all something that a guy said to me. Okay. I'm gonna have to calm down a little bit too, because when I got home, y'all, I put my meat and stuff. I was so happy. I poured me a little glass of wine. Y'all know I have to calm down because that sweet wine I had me amped up a little bit. So and it's sweet too, and I'll choke it down real quick. Okay. And so, anyway, y'all, what was I saying? Shit, I done forgot. Who was I talking about, y'all? What's up, Angel, the real boss? She says, good evening, everyone. Yes, you guys, hit the like button. Make sure you guys please like, share, and subscribe. She said, glad to see you. You've been missing in action. Yeah, you know what? I've been trying to make up my the work that I missed out on one of my classes. Y'all know my thing is I want my GPA to be up high, because here's the thing for me. Once I graduate, I want my GPA to be up high, because I want to get into Cecil Humphrey's law school. Okay. Am I going to practice law? No, but I am going to have a law license. I can practice it. I'll be able to practice if I want to. Okay. I would be able to practice if I want to. Okay. I want to be a investigator that is a lawyer. Okay, not a lawyer that is. I want to be an investor, because I like the law. I love learning about the law. It makes me. I mean, I just love it. I just love it. And now I see how people get tricked up. You know, I tell you, whoever wrote these laws, they definitely. You could tell that it was wrote by. Those laws were really written up for, I believe, wealthy people to be able to get away with a lot of shit. That's the reason why you have to know your stuff. But anyways, let me get back to what I was talking about. I was talking about Candy. I just remember. Okay. So what Candy has to do is, I mean, even all people have to be careful about who they date. Okay. But Candy was a multimillionaire. Her family tried to tell her Todd didn't have shit. And so people, you know, you got to be a damn fool if you still marrying somebody based on love only. Okay. Love don't pay no bills, and I can't love nobody, and I'm sitting up hungry, broke, busted, and disgusted, and they constantly looking at me, handing me looking at me, talking about they need their damn diabetic medicine. Okay. Because they ain't got no insurance, because they don't want to get their asses out and get no job. I can't love nothing like that. Okay. I can't lay with it, and I can't get wet for it. Okay. Meaning it ain't gonna be no relations. Okay. I'm gonna just tell you that right now. Hold on, y'all. I ain't going to no bonding company. I'm sorry. I don't feel like it. Anyways. Then let me pop out the wine now. I wish that maybe I need to turn my phone off. They distracting me, because every time I stop, I be forgetting. Thank you, Angel, the real boss. We getting back on our prayer line starting Monday. Don't you know, this time has really thrown me off. Every time I wake up, it's after 7. I said, that's the devil, because we was being so blessed and stuff. Getting on that prayer line. Y'all, I want y'all to get on the prayer line. It's 15 minutes of prayer. We starting back Monday morning, 7 a.m. I'm putting it in my phone. Okay. Anyways, y'all. So, anyways, Todd is getting $2 million. He kept opening up restaurants. Okay. And now he's saying, well, a lot of this stuff we open up together. He waited until she made him sign a prenup. Okay. He signed it on the show. Todd was very clever. He waited 10 years, because I think after 10 years, you're vested in a marriage. He said that he signed a prenup up under distress. I'm sure Candy, it's a lot of stuff that he knows that Candy did not want out. I'm sure she just went ahead and paid him the $2 million, because see, he was a video assistant or something for Bravo. He a video assistant to a producer. He wasn't even a producer. He was a video assistant or something on the set. Okay. And Candy at that time, she wanted children. And that happens with women. You be wanting kids and all of that. And so, I mean, she could have probably did the artificial insemination. I feel like I'm saying it wrong, y'all. I really do. But it's something going on with me. I don't know if this liquor got me messed up already, but what is it called? Is it artificial insemination or something like that? But she could have did that. Okay, she could have did. I really feel like I'm saying the word wrong, but it'll come back to me. Because she had the money to do it, or she could have got her a rich guy. You know, she could have got her a rich man. She said, I've been on. Guess what? I'm getting on. I'm going to make sure I put it in my phone. Thank you, Angel, the real boss. And so, but she got with Todd, you know. I guess she was in love, but Candy started introducing things in her relationship. Like, I mean, me personally, I just don't agree with people opening the Pandora's box and letting people come into, having people to come into their relationships with threesomes and things of that nature. Hey, it's bad enough. You got to be thinking about people sneaking and doing stuff. I sure ain't gonna open the door and let it walk in. I ain't gonna open the door for it and let it in. Absolutely not. And so that's something that she did, and she got burned. I'm hearing that the women that they was having threesomes with, he said Candace wanted to have those threesomes. He started to develop a emotional bond with those women. Now he's $2 million richer. He went from being a video assistant on Bravo set of a show that she was already making millions of dollars on. He had a woman. He already had a woman at home. Okay, so she took him out of his household with her pocketbook because I mean, I ain't gonna tell no lies. I get anybody would have took that opportunity. Okay, and because I mean, I'm not a cold-hearted person. Let me just say this. I'm not a cold-hearted person. I don't think if I had a man that I loved and I was working on a set of this big show like Married to Housewives, or if it was House Husbands, and one of the millionaire men there was looking at me and he wanted, he was showing some interest. Probably any woman would take that, especially if you broke at home, okay, and maybe you ain't happy, okay. I mean, I'm just being real about it. I'm not saying that it's right, but he took an opportunity, okay, and now, then she opened Pandora's box, with wanting to have threesomes with other women, and he got emotionally involved with one of the women, and now he get ready to take the $2 million that she has paid him out of their marriage, and I guess and be with the woman. Okay, so I mean, sometimes it's an expensive price to pay. Okay, it's an expensive price to pay. um when And you could think that you are covering yourself, but I was just talking about the law. There are a lot of loopholes in the law. I'm telling you, you have to. That's why it's always good to get you a good attorney that knows. They have to be crafty, because one thing about a crafty attorney, what they do is, they learn the law and they spend a lot of their time trying to figure out how to get through loops in the law, cracks. They start learning about that. Okay. So it's good to have an attorney that's really, really crafty, because they know about they crooks. Okay. So they know about all the cracks of how to get you through holes and stuff like that. So I think that's what happened. I mean, it could have been a lot more, but $2 million is a lot of money to pay a man who came into the marriage with nothing. Okay. Well, he been there 10 years. I don't care. He came in there with nothing, but she knew that. Okay. So that's why you have to be wise. And me personally, I don't ever believe that he really loved her. I don't. I used to look at their shows. I always felt like because he signed their prenup, he was always wanting to open up a restaurant, open up a business, and it was always with her money. I think he was trying to hit a lick because he knew that he was not going to be there for the long haul. Okay, he stayed longer than I thought he would. He stayed 10 years, okay? So, and he probably had been talking to an attorney and knew at some point and didn't care no more, had already got himself covered and knew forced her to file for a divorce. Because one thing about men, they don't really like to burn no bridges. They'll try to dog you out and stuff, but they don't ever really want to say it's over or anything like that, because they want you to do it, so that then they can say, well, you quit me, I didn't quit you. That's so they can always walk back over the bridge when they put you in a position to do it. When they play games like that, get you another damn man. Okay, go ahead and get you somebody else. If you one of them ones that can't get over nobody quick, just get you another man, and you'll get him one. You ain't got to love him, just like him a little bit, and I guarantee you'll forget about the other one. Okay. Some of these women act like it's something wrong with them. They don't know how to go on and get them somebody else. Okay, just go on and get somebody else. The way to get over one is to get up under another one. If he piping you down pretty good, you'll forget about the other one quick. Okay, and he got some money. Okay, all right. Anyway, child, he said, damn, rapper Future kid almost got kidnapped. What? I'm never playing the stealing game. How did that happen? Let me see that. I want to pull that up. Let me see if that's on a reputable site. Let me see. Oh, it says one of Future's 8 baby mamas, Eliza Rain, reportedly took him to court. It says Future baby mama says a white van backed into. I don't know if that's true. Let's see. Well, she got the video. Oh my God. Yeah, she got it on video. Y'all, let me show y'all. That sure almost just happened. Look. That man's in a white van. So y'all hear this right here. Who is that? Yeah, sorry. How you in a white van backing up in my yard with kids playing around and you talk about sorry? Get your around here. He got the wrong address. That's how kids get kidnapped. That man's in a white van. No, he wasn't at the wrong house. He was getting ready to kidnap those kids. He told them to get in the back. If he was at the wrong house, why would he tell some kids to get in the back of the van? In the back of the van? No, he wasn't at the wrong house. He was trying to kidnap some kids. Oh my God. Y'all, these people sick. That's why you have to be extra careful. I know sometimes people might say that I'm overly paranoid. I'm not. I am very careful. I watch everything. I am very aware of everything. I am very aware of everything. Because people be looking for ways to try, and I'm telling you, and kids are very vulnerable. You're talking about a neighborhood that looks like people in the neighborhood and looking at the houses, You could tell they got money. It ain't nothing for them to try to snatch up one of them kids and try to get some ransom. Okay? That's why, right? And stay strapped. And I'm gonna tell y'all the most abductions happen. Well, attempted abductions happen in Walmart. So y'all don't leave your kids unattended. It's always a cold Adam in a Walmart, and especially in that South Haven Walmart. There's so many pedophiles in South Haven. It is ridiculous. They probably be ranked number 1 in the country. Missy, I have a friend that's taking care of a man that's living in housing, and she is taking in 7. She has taken in 7 children. Oh, she's with the man and she's taking care of him. Y'all, whatever happened to men having pride and not wanting a woman to take care of them? It used to make a man feel low to the floor to ask a woman for anything, because they knew that just was not the order of how it's supposed to be. Okay, listen. If I gotta give a man my money, I'll never be with a damn man. Okay, and okay, let me move ahead before I get to talking real bad. Okay. Anyways, y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, and please like, share, and subscribe. Okay. I also wanted to talk about Lil Boosie. Okay, so let me just say this: that was a very expensive price to pay. Candy family tried to tell her about this man. Okay, everybody could see it. Okay, everybody could see it. It was just obvious, and she took up for him. A lot of her friends that she used to be cool with, it was obvious to them. And hey, like I said, $2 million, 10 years. He's leaving rich. That's all I could say. He's leaving rich. So maybe he'll take that 2 million and invest in something. I'm sure he already got some type of income where, with businesses, and maybe he was saving his money, because Candy said she always paid for everything. So maybe he, was stacking his money up for them 10 years. Okay. Anyways, you all, I also wanted to talk about Lil Boosie is being accused of the sexual assault. Okay. Now, I know a lot of people have mixed reviews about this situation. I was actually looking at the young lady. Okay. And I'm going to play the video. I want to play the video. Hold on. Y'all hit the like button. Let me see if I can find the video. Here she go, you guys.
I'm ready to tell my story, how I was sodomized and raped by the rapper that goes by the name of Boosie. This took place when I was 5 years old. He dated my mother back around the 2000s.
Is it sodomized
and
or is it sodomized?
He was a very violent person, what I can remember. He was very nice to me in the beginning, and it went about him coming around a few times after the fact, and he started to act like a different person. One night, my mother was asleep, and he came in, and he started to abused me. Then around that time, I actually can remember I was sleeping. It was midnight. It was dark. I was sleeping in my bed at my grandfather's house, and I can remember him sexually assaulting me, and he was on top of me. He was on top. He was on top of me, and I cried, and I kicked, and I screamed, and I told him to stop. He kept he kept raping me. He wouldn't stop. And I can remember him whispering in my ear that I would never have a true love. He would always be my first love. I can remember me biting him, kicking, screaming for him to get off of me. I was having seizures. I can remember this man leaving me on the floor covered in blood. He left my grandfather's house and left me covered in blood, passed me a towel, and told me that I had to clean so I can clean myself. He cleaned himself. He gave me a towel for me to clean myself. And I can remember him leaving the house. I was so tired. I had to crawl to my mother, covered in blood, to get help. He ruined bonds. He ruined my... I'm ready to tell my story, how I was sodomy. And I can remember him leaving the house. I was so tired. I had to crawl to my mother, covered in blood, to get help. He ruined bonds. He ruined my...
I ain't see not one tear. Did y'all? Okay. Okay. Let's see what Boosie has to say about this. Let's see.
Have in the world, bro. They got this lying ass bitch and gave me fake accusations, saying I raped her when she was 5 years old, and gave me the worst accusation a man could have in the world, bro. So I'm suing this bitch for defamation of character. I just left the lawyer's office. I need her real name. I got $1,000 to anybody who got her real name. I need her brother's real name, her cousin's real name, her mom.
Now, see, here's the thing about that. Boosie wanted everybody's real name, but I mean, to give to his lawyer for her, yeah, but you're talking about her brother or cousin, all that. Boosie puts hits on people. So just keep that in mind.
Mama real name, her grandpa real name. I'm gonna take everything from this bitch.
He just said it.
If you know her kids' names.
You see how mad he was? He said, I'm gonna take everything from her. So when he's talking about he want everybody real name, now he's talking about he wants to send a hit and kill everybody. Okay. Boosie needs to control his damn anger. Him being okay.
The schools they go to, I won't post them. I won't. I'm finna show this bitch that I'm not to be fucked with. I mean, this some crazy shit, Somebody probably paid this girl to do this shit, but whoever paid them, you done. I mean, you done. But I'm suing this girl for defamation of character on my name. Uh, anybody, I got money, bro. Anybody got this girl name? I got money. You got where she work at. I'm trying to get this shit filed to her. All you blogs, I'm sending a cease and desist. I'm gonna sue y'all motherfuckers too. But I'm lost for words right now, bro. But you trying to make some money today? Give me this information. I need all information on this girl. Everything you can possibly think of. I'm paying for information on this girl. I mean, that's the worst shit ever. I mean, this bitch fake crying on the internet. Like this is a damn shame. You know the lengths people go. But yeah, if you trying to make you a quick 5,000 a day, I need information on this girl. I need her real name, addresses, all that, man. You know, I'm gonna show this bitch I ain't to be fucked with. I'm finna. You want Joe's bitch? You want play with me? You want play with my name, bitch? I'm gonna show you. I need information on everything, bro. All information, $1,000, all information, bro. I'm.
What do you all think? I would like to know y'all's opinion. Do y'all think that she's lying on him? Hold on, you all. Okay, so he did another video yesterday. So what do you all think? Do y'all think that she's lying on him?
Oh man, bro, I'm going through a lot today, bro.
He seems really worried. I mean, I would too if somebody said that, but
My lawyers really need help, man. So I can file charges on this woman for lying on me. You know, I'm stressed out right now, bro. Like, man, I'm so stressed out right now, bro. Like,
if he got
it's the
lawyers,
lowest of the
now
lowest.
you know, Facebook.
Ain't no people stoop this low, man. I mean, this lady done post all this false information about me, bro. And I need a real name on this lady so my lawyers can handle this the right way, you know. That's what I need from my fans, bro. Like for her to post all this stuff and don't want to post her real name, you know. Stuff you say on social media, it's follow you forever, and it's the worst of the worst, you know. Just feel like it's a campaign to bring me down, you know. So if you're a fan of me, man, just help me find this lady so I could go the proper way. I could do the right thing and get this lady served. I need help, bro, you know. I need a private investigator, man. I'll pay whoever, man. Just, I need help, bro. Like,
Here's the thing: if Boosie wanted a private investigator, his attorney, all he got to do is call one, or his attorney, you know.
just, I need help, man. You know, if anybody could find a real name and address on this lady so I could get her sued for defamation, you know. I need help, man. Louisiana, I need help, man. I love y'all. I know somebody. They got a private investigator in Louisiana. Help me. I need help. I'm stressing myself out in this DM trying to see if this a real person, this a real person, this ain't. I'm stressed out. I ain't even ate nothing and my sugar done jumped to 550, bro. I need help.
Here's the thing. Her cousin gave Boosie all the information on her. He also did a sworn affidavit against his cousin. Okay. Here's the thing. Okay. Now, we know Boosie is known for, or allegedly, you know, and he said it, for hits and things of that nature. Um, I know people kind of affiliate him with the Marlowe Mike and all of that. Now, I would have been Boosie's private investigator, but I couldn't have done that in good conscience. Okay, he'd have to pay me $20K. I wouldn't have been able to. I would have had to give the information directly to the lawyer, because I would be scared to give Boosie anybody's information, as mad as he is, because I think he would have had something done to him, especially within the first couple of days, right? But here's the thing about that. You look at the young lady. I think people are saying that they think Boosie seems worried because maybe it's true. I don't think that's why he's worried. I I kind of sense that he's worried because he feels that there could be a machine behind her, because it seems like she has just popped up out of nowhere. Now, she was talking about she was 5 years old, and they're saying that she's like what, 32 or something like that, um, which means Boosie would have been like what, 12 or 13 or something like that. And how old was her mother? Okay, because they said I think I remember reading, she said her mama had her when she was 12 years old, so she was 5. Okay, so she was 5. She said her mama had her when she was 12. Okay, Boosie would have been 13. So her mama would have been 17 or 18 messing with Boosie, um, allegedly. Okay, she's 33 and Boosie 33 with 2 kids and Boosie. So that means if she was 5, oh my God. Oh, I don't know what that was, y'all. Okay. What she was saying, Boosie was what, 15? So she was 5. She's saying Boosie was 15. Her mother was 12. Her mother was she said her mother was 12 or 13 when she had her. Okay, so yeah, so her mother would have been what, 18 while Boosie was 15. I mean, I don't know if Boosie is a pedophile, but her mama sure was. Okay. And so here's the thing about that. When she says that she had to crawl to her mom with blood all over her when she was 5 years old. Why didn't her mother, if this happened, why wouldn't her mother do something about that? Your daughter crawling to you with blood all over you. I mean, her mama was already a grown woman at 18. Um, Why didn't she do something about this if this happened? She's 33 years old. Why she wait until she's 33? Boosie been in the business now for 20 years. I mean, it seemed like to me, wouldn't she have said something a long time ago? Like, I know that they say we're not supposed to discredit. Like, I'm a woman myself. Okay, so let's just get that straight. I don't condone or agree with any abuse of any woman or child, okay? Of any person. Let's just be clear. But it's something about this that's off, okay? And I know because of how women, that have been abused in the past, and you have so many women, that went to their mothers and they're traumatized to this day. Hey, not them, right? Because they were not believed. But if she had blood all over her and she crawled to her mama, it wouldn't have been a question of, mama, do you believe me? It's evidence of it. You know what I mean? So do you believe me? It's not a question. If she was bleeding and crawling to her mama at 5 years old, there's evidence that there was some type of assault. Something happened. Okay, so that ain't even a question of, mama, do you believe me? Now something happened. I'm looking at it, and at some point, she should have been taken to the hospital. Okay. I don't know what to say. She put a thing on her face. And maybe she put that app on her face because, I mean, she couldn't get a tear to roll. I didn't see any tears. I heard her crying when I do that, when my voice change and stuff like that, and I sound like I'm crying, tears fall. I'm crying. Okay. So she says this is part 1 of 5. I think Boosie seems concerned because I think he's concerned about who it could be if somebody's putting her up to it. If there is a machine behind her, or something, he said immediately he thinks somebody is putting her up to it. Okay, and if there is a machine behind her and they got some money, they could very well ruin his name, especially with something like this. Now, you done have people that can't stand Boosie. They done put out all types of shit. They say he puts hits on people. They say he cusses kids out, but not one time have you ever heard his kids say he ever did anything to them sexually. You ain't never heard no woman say he has done anything to them sexually. Okay, normally when a person is a pedophile, it tends to linger, and there's always it kind of lingers on with their name. When they say that he put hits on people, I believe it. Okay, because it's just like a negative connotation that tends to follow him everywhere he go. Okay, when you hear his kids, crying because they say he cussed them out, I believe that too. Because the other little girl, I think she was wrong, but she cussed her daddy back out. Okay. But not one time have you ever, as mad as Tori, that's the bad one. Okay, she just like her mama. She called her daddy everything, and I didn't agree with that. I don't agree with kids cussing their parents out. But now she called him everything, but you never heard her say he was a pedophile, and she is very outspoken. She'd have said it. Okay. Um, because when there is a sickness, they don't discriminate on anybody in their family because it's a sickness. All they know is they like children. So I think Boosie is more so worried about who's got her doing it. What kind of machine is it behind her, rather more so than her saying it, because he's got the money to stop her. Now, when he was getting on there talking about I need help, Boosie got the money to hire a private investigator. I mean, if he had gave me 10, I'd have did some work for him. But here's the thing about it: he would have had to sign something saying he wasn't gonna send no hits. Okay, because I believe in those first days he was wanting mama, grandmama, and all them. He was gonna send somebody over there. Okay, and he still might do it. He got to know he's gonna go to jail if he do it though. Okay, because people know how he moved now. Hey, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Her name is Desiree Jackson. Hold on, let me pull her. I'm talking about on social media. Hold on. Desirae Jackson. Have she deleted all of her social medias? Desiree. Desiree Jackson. He gave her cousin Boosie Bash tickets and a cash app. How? Because if he gave her cash app, he should have gave at least 5 bands. Okay. Um, and not just no Boosie Bash tickets. If I was the cousin, I mean, hold on. Hold on, you all. She says, God is exposing everything in this season. Glad you found your voice. She says, absolutely, I was never going to speak about this. I don't want any attention, any fame, none of that. I barely be on social media. So this is very serious. I'm tired of crying. I'm tired of holding things in. I have 2 children of my own. I just want to be heard. My inner child. Okay, she used pretty brown skin as her oh Lord. Pretty brown skin. Hold on, you all. Well, that's true, Debbie Hudson. That's right. So I could never be his investigator anyways. I could never let him hire me anyways. Thank you for reminding me, Miss Debbie. Um, but still, do I believe that he did this? I don't know, y'all. I don't know about this one, y'all. I don't know about this one. She said she was 5, he was 15, the mama was 18. The mama was 18. Is she a pedo? Maybe. Is her mama one for sure? Because she was grown messing with a 15-year-old. Daryl says she broke her daughter's ribs. You know, it would be interesting to see if there's a history of these accusations. I mean, I think, and I'm, I as a woman, I know that I'm not insensitive. I've always been pro woman. I am, but when something ain't right, I'm not gonna say if it don't seem right, if well if it just if it seems off, it's just something that seems off. Does she have mental illness? Does she? Is there a history of mental illness? That if so, that has to be considered. Is there a history of making accusations against men, filing reports on men saying that they've sexually assaulted her? Now, let me say this. Oftentimes, when women have been sexually assaulted in the past, and it mentally breaks them, as it does most women, it mentally messes them up. Okay, they never recover, and you can't. I understand that. But what ends up happening is, if they don't receive some type of help, there's a mental illness that festers. Like they have a history of making accusations against different men. You know, I'm not saying that this is what she's done. I'm just saying. I think he got lawyers. I'm sure that that's one of the things that they'll do. See if there's a history of this, of making these accusations. Her mental health, that plays a part. I mean, you just have to check everything off. That's all. That's something that has to be done. Her family members, like the people that have been around her. Boosie, that's what you need the private investigator for. I think Boosie is a fan of the show. So what you do is you get an investigator to go and talk to her family members to get to get statements from them, not to speak illy of her, but they are the ones that have been around her. So you get them to give you statements about her character. Okay. Have they heard this before? Like, is there a history of this? Like, have there been accusations made against other family members? Did something happen with a family member before? Was she ever abused as a child? Like, that's what you get an investigator for, Boosie. Those are you got the money to do it, so you need to do it. Of course, your attorneys can subpoena her. She's been in and out of mental facilities. Her family would know that, so that your attorney can get a subpoena to subpoena those medical records as far as her mental health, right? And you're gonna have to do it the legal way, child. Don't be trying to send no hits, because that's the fastest way to get you. Because if it's a machine behind her, they know how you're gonna move. You're gonna send a hit, you're gonna be right back in jail. Absolutely, mental health is very absolutely, yes, mental health. Like, people are so overly stressed because they're overly worked. What's up to Hitter? You already know I was tired last night. People are so overly stressed, they're overly worked, that they are mentally messed up. What's her name, y'all? What's the girl's name? Did he say Desiree Jackson? Hold on, y'all. Let me see something. I just want to see something. That's all. It ain't gonna take me long. Hold on. I just want to see something. Is she from Baton Rouge? Where is she from? Y'all, where is she from? Y'all tell me where she's from. What part of Louisiana? Is she from Monroe? Is she from Monroe, Louisiana? Hmm. Hold on, let me see. Okay, so that's her. Then she's from Monroe. Hmm. Well, she ain't no 30. She 30. She ain't no 33. Hmm. Oh Lord. Mm-mm. Let me see some. Hmm. Y'all hold on. I be hating to look at stuff while y'all on here. I'm gonna just give me 1 minute. I just want to see some. Hmm. Hold on, y'all. Wait a minute. Hold on, y'all. Wait a minute. Be quiet. I'm trying to see something. I wonder. Hmm, I wonder. I wonder why it's not. Hmm. Hold on, y'all. Let me. Hold on. Let me. Just give me a moment. Um. Mm, mm, hmm. Okay. Well, I mean, I, it don't look like she living in the best of places, but I mean that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. But I mean, mm, I don't know, y'all. I, mm. He says Boots are not going to be in the area. She stays at Period. Monroe is the top of Louisiana, and Baton Rouge is the bottom, 4 hours apart. Mm, 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 mm. I tell you. Well, I tell you, I mean, that's what do you all think? I want to know what my chat thinks. Do you all think that she's telling the truth? I mean, y'all listen. Uh,
Now, I just found out this girl been obsessed with me since a kid. Uh, my attorney has talked to her family members, even her grandmother. Uh, they just gave us everything we needed. Told me it's a fact that I've never seen her before in my life. Um, just say she's been obsessed with me. I won't give y'all an update of what's going on right now. I feel a little better now. I just found out this girl been obsessed with me since a kid. Um, my attorney has talked to her family members, even her grandmother. Uh, they just gave us everything we needed. Told me it's a fact that I've never seen her before in my life. Um, just say she's been obsessed with me. She broke her daughter ribs. It's just so much stuff, man. She's mental. She has mental problems. Uh, all the family members ready to come to court for me and let them know that this is a lie. So I'm at a better space right now. Even though this will never leave out social media, I'm gonna get the truth out, man. I'm gonna get the truth out. Another psychotic fan, man. I mean, but now we're doing another investigation on who put her up to do this. So we working, man. I got lawyers, I got private, I got everybody working on. But we talked to the family, and she's been obsessed with me. She has mental problems, and they ready to come to court for me. So great news, bro. I won't give y'all an update of what's going on right now.
okay, yeah, I'm sorry I had to walk away from the computer. I'm from Monroe. I think she's cloud chasing for her 5 minutes of fame, her Barilla moment. Mm, I don't know, y'all. I don't know. Anyway, y'all hit the like button, you guys. Make sure you guys please like, share, and subscribe. Um, I wanted to also talk about oh, before I get into doing a review on Justice for Dolph's um video, I wanted to give a quick update on Howard Barnett's case. Okay. Um, I ended up speaking with his investigator today. Right. I ended up speaking with his investigator. I know he had said to me, because I pissed him off the last time, that he wasn't talking to nobody but his sister, and I believe he mentioned he named the auntie, and I said, well, you need to be talking to his mama. I said, that's who you need. That's who you need to be talking to, his mama. But but he talked to me today, right? He talked to me today. I had the opportunity to, and I decided to call him because of a conversation that I had with someone else. And I decided to, I just wanted to call the investigator that's on the case to see if it was valid, to see if he would tell me it was valid. And he confirmed, he did. He confirmed a little bit of it. He was pretty nice. He was always pretty nice. So he just thought he was going to get that was going to be another case he was going to get, and was not going to do anything. But he did confirm to me that they are um, at, in the very near future. He didn't tell me when. He just confirmed it, that they're going back out there to do another search. So in the area, a bigger search. They're with the Fayette County Sheriff's Office and their search team, and with the Memphis Police Department. And so when I asked him, I said, "Well, can you tell me how much did they search? Because that's a lot of the first time." He was like, "Well, I don't know. Just from reading my notes, they covered a lot." I said, "Well, with all due respect, sir, I don't really think they went out there the first time, because normally when there's a search, they always contact the family." I said, "So will you all contact the family?" He was like, "Yeah." I said, "Okay, well, I don't think the family was contacted the first time there was a so-called search when he first went missing. That's why I don't believe that they ever did a search." I said, "And also, sir, I wanted to know if you could tell me why um you had said," I said, "I know I spoke with your colleague, but I didn't speak with you anymore." I said, "I know it kind of turned kind of bad, and I didn't mean for it to be like that. But I said, you remember you told me that Howard had a warrant, remember?" "Yeah, that's what was in the notes." I said, "Well, sir, I called the sheriff's office and I had them to do a search on warrants for Howard. He never had a warrant. He never even had a warrant when he went missing. He doesn't have one now, and he didn't have one then." I said, "So could you tell me why they said that?" Radio silent. Radio silent. He didn't say nothing. He didn't say anything. He was just radio silent. And I said, I think, that would be noteworthy that he does not. But, you know, you can call the sheriff's office and double check yourself. And so he didn't say anything. He said, "Well, let me just say this. The lieutenant that we have over here now, um, that we just got over here, he was in homicides. So he was in homicides for many years. That's what his career was. So um, I'm confident, and he knows what he's doing as it relates to this. I can't." He said, "I cannot ever discredit the other investigators." I said, "You can if you go behind them and you see that there were things that they notated that was not, such as they said he had a warrant, and he was told by the young lady, they was told allegedly by the young lady, that he could have been on the run for a damn misdemeanor warrant." But I ain't cussed. I said, "But for a misdemeanor warrant," I said, that's discredited right now as we speak, because I checked, and there was no warrant. I said, "There's not one now." I said, "So that's noteworthy. That's something that you can go and double check, and you can update in your notes, since you are the investigator now, he does not have a warrant, and he's not on the run, because he ain't have no warrant to be on the run for, and I don't think anybody would be gone all these years for a misdemeanor warrant. He said, he just silent, just radio silent. He said, well, let me just say this, I'm in communication with my lieutenant. His career was in homicide, and I can confirm that we're going to be going, there is going to be another search. That's it. Okay. I said, okay. I said, well, that's the Holy Ghost. That's the Spirit of God speaking right there. I said, that's all I wanted to hear you say, sir. But I appreciate you. All right, ma'am. Thank you. He was nice. He wasn't really nasty, but I could tell he didn't really want to talk to me no more. I was just trying to confirm I wanted to hear it from him. And he confirmed it. So although he didn't confirm much else, he didn't say when, he didn't say any of that. So hey, I don't know what's gonna happen with that. I don't. He, like I said, the guy was really nice in the beginning. I think when I found out, when I did the research and saw that he didn't have a warrant, I lost my temper, because I knew at that point that I don't know where the miscommunication happened and why they didn't. I don't know how that happened. I don't know why, but all they had to do was double check. So it means that some checks and balances was not being checked. Like, it was not being balanced out. It just kind of pissed me off that he says that he said today, because he was like, dog, he started counting the pages. He was like, it's 18 pages in his case. And it's been, I believe he said again, like 20 investigators or 21 or something like that. So how do you have that many investigators and you all continue with the narrative of this man? It's right there within your reach. All you got to do is put his name in the system, and they are within reach of everything. And to see that this man never had a warrant. So you just write him off like that. Oh, he had a misdemeanor warrant and he on the run. They got life fucked up. Lord forgive me for that. But that makes me mad. No man, I don't care who it is, would ever go missing for a damn misdemeanor warrant that they can go do a few hours in jail for and get back out and go to court. No man. Okay, so that's got children, that's got a family, that's got everything to be in the present for. Shit, you see a lot of these thugs that hate jail, that be in and out of jail. They know they got a warrant. They'll call, how much my warrant? Because I got a little warrant on the book. It's a misdemeanor. What I need, they'll turn themselves in. They don't even want that shit over their head. They'll call a bail bondsman, see how much I need to pay. I'm going to turn myself in, send my gal over there. How long is it going to take you to get? That's to go turn yourself in. This is how much your bond is going to be. We check to see if there is, if he already has a fee, or if it's not, well, okay, you're going to have to go to court tomorrow. Or if you turn yourself in, I always tell them, don't turn yourself in on a Friday. Although they have magistrates, okay, if you have to go before a judge, you might have to wait till Monday. So turn yourself in Monday, okay. And then, if anything, if at the most you might have to do 24 hours because you got to go to court the next day. But if they've already got a amount, okay, go turn yourself in, send your girl or your mama or whatever on over there to see me. And I'm gonna have you out in a few hours. I'm gonna make sure you don't get out late tonight. Okay, if you come, tell them to come on. Don't be lollygagging, and then I'll call over there and see if they can have your name on their list and not, get you right back out. So who gonna go missing when you have hardcore thugs that keep their no good asses in and out of jail all the time, and they hate jail? They be trying to turn themselves in for a damn misdemeanor that they already know a bench warrant that they can go pay for and get it out, and they got to worry about the police pulling them over because they got that bench warrant. I mean, Howard Burnett had everything going for him. He had businesses. He loved his children. He spoiled his daughters. He loved his mama and his brother and his daddy and them. He had a sick father. He had everything going for him. He was an up and coming businessman. Why would he go missing over a damn mister, try to run from the police and stay in hiding and not reach out to his folks over a damn bench warrant? As a matter of fact, that's invisible because he never had one. Okay? So when I was saying all that again today, the investigator didn't say nothing. I guess he was like, I'm sick of her already. Okay, but he was nice. But when he said that, he said, again, I said, well, that's the Holy Ghost speaking. That's all I want to hear you say, sir. You don't have to say anything else to me. You don't, because he won't tell me nothing else anyways. I don't know anything else. But I think that's a good thing. What's going to come up, I don't know. But I think it would make his mother feel good to know that at least they're going back and they're covering bases and they're keeping let them folks know that you all are at least proactively trying to find this man and figure out what happened to him. No young man has just left home like that and his van on fire. You already his van found on fire in another county right outside of Memphis. You already know that it's some type of foul play. He gonna have to get his lazy ass up out that desk and go knock on them damn doors. Okay. He gonna have to revisit some stuff. That's all there is to that. But anyways, y'all, that's that on that. When that's gonna happen, I don't know, child, because you could tell he really ain't want to talk to me then. Okay, but he wasn't rude. He just didn't want to talk to me. I could tell because of me blowing up the last time. Okay. Anyways, you guys. So hopefully, what they'll do is they'll keep Howard's family in the loop of when all of this happened, and I guess me and you all and me, you and everybody else on the outside of his family will know what's going on when we hear it on the news, right? So I guess we'll know when it's put in the media. Okay. Anyways, you guys, what else was I getting ready to talk about? I for some reason I felt like it was something else I was going to talk about. Yeah, you know, it's so many people that's missing. You know, there's another young lady that's missing. I did a show on her, Latrice Armstead. And Latrice's car was found on fire down in Clarksdale, Mississippi. The last person that she was seen getting into the car with was her husband. She was a few days from being divorced from him. He was abusive. She filed for divorce. She had left Memphis and had moved to St. Louis with her sister. Came back to Memphis to get the rest of her clothes and her kids' clothes. She brought her oldest son with her. He spent the night with his best friend to say his goodbyes because they was moving to St. Louis. Her son saw her getting into the car with his father. That's the last time that she was seen. Her car was found in Clarksdale, Mississippi, on fire. Here's the thing about that. This man is a tow truck man. Okay. So it's okay. how do I want to put it? So what ended up happening was it's Coahoma County Sheriff's Office and Memphis Police Department. The same thing that was going on with Howard Barnett. They was fighting back and forwards. Coahoma County and MPD was fighting back and forward with who would have jurisdiction over her case. And they're still fighting. And she's been missing since like what, 2015? Okay. Um, with Howard Barnett, I think that Fayette County Police Department, hey, they didn't want to fight with MPD. They investigator said they told them, listen, you all, he's from Memphis, you all gladly take jurisdiction over the case, and we would be glad to assist. They didn't want to fight with them. MPD just didn't want to. They just didn't do a damn thing. Okay. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna talk about her case again because that man killed her, and so I used to air her case all of the time. And I remember I walked into the Kroger on Elvis Presley and Shelby Drive. And I walked in there and I walked over to the fruits and vegetable section. And I looked up, that man was staring right at me. He looks like his ass, like guilt is killing him. Like he looks sick. I'm sure like the guilt of knowing that he killed his three small sons. They're grown now. Their mother, her sister has had to finish raising them. I think they're young adults now, except for maybe one. He looks terrible. Okay. He looks terrible. But I looked up, he was looking right dead at me. He was looking right dead at me. That's why I'm always aware of my surroundings now. And that's because I used to put her sister came from St. Louis, and I aired the show. That's when the kids were younger. When she had first just got the kids, they were still minors, and she had the kids with her. You know, they was at my studio. And then she would come every year around the anniversary and do another follow-up. As a matter of fact, I think she even I did another show with her. Her sister is a nurse in St. Louis. Since I've been on here, and yeah. And so when I looked up at him, because I was like, God, that man looks familiar, and it hit me. That's that guy. You know, I know his name. I'm not gonna say his name. And he just threw his hand up at me, just standing there. You know, like Mr. did on The Color Purple. You know, when Celie had left him. Y'all know when Celie with his pink ass lips, got them pink lips. When Celie left him, and then he went and got Celie family, and you remember he was standing there with that horse after Celie kids came from Africa, and he threw his hand up. That's how that man did me, and I ain't have no gun on me. Okay, that's why I never leave home without it. Somebody going down if you come to me wrong. That's why I be telling these crazy ass men, look, I got a paranoid spirit. Just leave me alone, okay? Go on somewhere, okay? Don't act like nothing. Just go on, okay? Stand over there and talk to me. I don't know who you are. That's good and fine. Hello and goodbye, okay? Because I know these folks crazy. I don't know, and they might not be crazy, but I don't know that. Okay. Anyway, y'all, JUSTICE4DOLPH did a video. Okay. JUSTICE4DOLPH did a video, and hold on, I'm getting ready to bring it up. Go on now. Go on. Leave me alone. I ain't in the mood. Okay, so JUSTICE4DOLPH did a video, okay, and it's like a 4-hour video, so we're gonna scan through it, okay, because I don't plan on being on here 4 hours. because I got some things I want to do. But let's see. Is this it right here? Let's do a review on it, okay? Let's do a review. Lord.
Run me up, man. Tag your friend, tag a friend, yeah, and another friend. Fuck you saying. Everybody get here. Okay, so we go again. Too deep in the south. That's what it is. I'm gonna go. Should I let the cat out the bag right quick? Man, I got my nigga questions for tonight. You know what I'm saying? Memphis 10 in the big. Should I let the cat out the bag right quick on these niggas?
Then I went and got me a fit. And you can catch me in Memphis with Quinn.
Welcome back to our channel JUSTICE4DOLPH. Today, we got a very special episode for our community, the city of Memphis, Govan, Lil Flip, and of course law enforcement agencies. What can you expect from it? Another piece of the Shelby County cover-up puzzle. Remember the time I leaked Govan's threats to an unknown person, moms and sisters? And remember how I told you I got proof they all secretly met and covered up Govan's hit on another major witness in the case? Well, I got an update for you proving I wasn't lying and how crooked Shelby County actually is. I hope you all got your popcorn ready. We about to go for a ride. This video will be broken down into few connecting sections. First, we will get to the main course immediately and leak Govan's Instagram messages while disclosing who he'd been trying to assassinate and their female family members for a while over my YouTube channel. Then we're going to have Seti Nash snap his greasy fingers and take us down the memory lane when I was sending emails to the judge and what was said and then covered up by her in consultation with fraud Manny Aurora behind all of our backs, like I wouldn't find out. After the flashback, we are going to show the connection between the witch as judge on Young Dolph's case, her husband, and Govan's family members. In the following section, we will be covering all supporting crimes and things said by Govan proving he was absolutely serious, threatening his best friend, and that he is most definitely not a stranger to these coward actions. Somewhere in there, we will also drop a significant scene unlocking two more junky-ass women and children-hating characters who recently participated in an actual assassination attempt of the same person Govan been threatening to. And, of course, their trail leads to our favorite Memphis snitch, out of which we got one arrested by our channel and sending the other one down the same path with this video. We are also going to be unmasking one of Govan's trolls sent out to stalk Dolph-related channels for Govan since even before his trial. Then we are submitting a report to FBI and sending an email to everybody we can think of, putting this witch judge on blast for being accessory to the crime with Govan and Manny Aurora. After that, we will be addressing Govan's brand deal and how Lil Informant Felon is again with guns and around guns without being picked up to snitch on other inmates again. And finally, make sure you stay here until the end to uncover the biggest Govan family secrets and the proof even his grandma, who raised him, was law enforcement. If this is not enough, better believe I will show you how Govan and his mama basically robbed his poor grandma for everything and what they were spending money on and how that nice lady was treated in her final years. Who else wants to meet Govan's son, who he doesn't recognize and hates even more than he did Desto? With all this, buckle up, because this video is absolutely epic. Try to message him his own secrets. I've been keeping up with his social media snitching posts from a burner account named after two random names generated by AI, calling myself Jesse Ventura. I was real curious how he felt about the hot rod video I released a few weeks back, since he doesn't dare to react to my videos. So I asked him, compromising my burner account knowing he would block me like he did all previous times. The most recent is when I was laughing at him for breaking up with Lil Flip. Anyway, let's check out response from this goofy. Yes, this is his real Instagram account, and validity of all messages can be verified by law enforcement within seconds. I will not shut down the account ever, so it can stay up for investigation purposes. How did Govan felt about my DM to him? We are about to find out. Shaking my head. So we will read his DMs from halfway down. The reason is because in the top part he is talking directly to me, thinking I was Mr. Ian directly insulting him, calling him failed rapper, and all kinds of things. This complete idiot thought he was talking to Ian and got way too comfortable. I mean, what kind of tiny mind you have to have not to even check first who you talking to? Especially getting a message from a burner account with no picture, followers, or posts. The goofy goes on to bragging how he signed deal with Officer Whack 100 and his fraud fake philanthropist attorney Manny Aurora, and how he is apologizing for not having a chance to watch actually positive video I made about Govan's and Ian's best friend Hot Rod. I really can't believe this complete moron still thinks, after everything, that I am Ian. I don't even know none of them, never met them, or anything like that. And I am sure if Ian has anything to tell him, he would send him from his social media or phone like he'd been doing their entire relationship until very recently. After bashing Mr. Ian in the top part of his messages, which I won't release due to not wanting any negativity on people who speak up for Dolph to be released on my channel, we are skipping straight to burgers and fries, aka meat and potatoes. Tiny brain who was thinking he was communicating with his best friend talking about. I'm looking forward to the day that you think all is forgiven. You can't open a hot dog stand nowhere in America. Please do I bet you Florida going to have one less resident. Hopefully Yo Moma or someone close to you die soon. Turn that bitch funeral into club love. You ever come back to Memphis with Yo non-rapping, as it better be under seal. We have a warm welcome for you, boy. So many MFS want to see you bleed, even the dude you talked to the other day, he our friend as well. Before I forget, the judge gave your emails to Manny. She wasn't convinced, LOL. Manny sent them to me. You to sloppy lil boy. Clock is ticking. I will never respond ever again. Wow, I definitely did not see this coming. And even if I tried my best to provoke this reaction out of him, I couldn't have get it done this well. He basically handed this over to me with no effort or request. All I wanted to do is troll him about his best friend Hot Rod. Why are these messages important besides all of us now having direct evidence of Govan's cleanup job and another hit for hire already covered up once by crooked judge on Young Dolph's case? Well, first of all, after Govan knocked out all witnesses and accomplices in Dolph's case who would have gotten him life in prison, it is important to point out that Mr. Ian, after all his interviews, has proved he is actually the best witness in the case. Way better than Cornelius, if you ask me, especially on the Stan G and Tamara interviews. See how he is saying he is looking forward to the day Ian would even think all is forgotten. The real question here is what pissed off Govan at Ian. Well, we know he was cool with him all the way, even after both of their interviews on Stan G channel. I've been in one of their phones, so I know Govan video called Eon laughing like a hyena when Stan got locked up and begged Wack to pay his bond after their altercation. If I remember correctly, Stan got arrested about 3 weeks before Govan and me got into it on my page. Why is this important? Because even though Ian told Hot to stop giving Govan money for Straight Cop, aka Justin Johnson, they remained cool until I started exposing Govan with information I was receiving from somebody completely different than Ian.
Yeah, I forgot I gotta
Goofy
stop
just assumed and listened to other...
I forgot I can't play it all the way through, y'all. Y'all hit the like button. I have to stop it for a few minutes. Stop. I'm gonna have to make me some coffee. I'm getting tired. Okay, y'all hit the like button.
Idiots how Ian is behind the page, including some people that acting like they down with me, but caught them blaming Ian for the page. Ian's only influence on my page is that I show respect to Hot, because he did to Dolph and spoke up for him on multiple occasions, and exposed secrets in the case we would never find out. Ian or nobody can control what goes into my videos. Instead of thanking the man for me going easy on all of you, you go threaten him multiple times and put hit out on him and his family. What a fucking clown. See how he is saying Ian can't open a hot dog stand nowhere in America, or Florida will have one less resident. Besides that being direct life threat and proof of his hit on witness Mr. Ian. It also demonstrates two important things. The first one is what I already showed you in my old videos, how some people showed Psycho like Govan how to find addresses, but also proving knowing Ian was in Florida due to other people who they both talking to, and Govan being there for grand opening of Ian's Hookah Lounge early 2021. Why is that important? That part what was going on in Florida will be answered in upcoming sections. Then, if you have been keeping up with my channel, he confirms his ill intent and death wishing and previous threats he messaged Ian regarding his mom and sister in October 2024 after I ran off Govan off my page with his secret, how he got started in the Memphis crew. He thought it was Ian who told me when it was somebody else who Govan's still cool with to this day. Then he doubles down showing his evil side. Manny tried to hide, talking about turning Ian's mom funeral into Club Love, where all Govan's buddies be at and owning the place. He then tells what he thought was Ian how he can't come back to Memphis, and how they got warm welcome for Ian and wanting to see him bleed. I wonder who is he talking about right here, proving and snitching it's actually way more people in on the plot, next to admitting there are more people involved in ongoing hit for hire. He also tells to me thinking it's Ian, how the dude Ian talked to the other day is his friend, as well indicating he is real close to crossing Ian and setting him up. Why is this important? Wait until you see in the next sections what junkie that is cool with Ian and Govan has attempted to set up Ian in the fall of 2025. And finally, very, very important piece for tonight's video to keep in mind. Memphis Rat even snitches on Judge and Manny being accessory to this ongoing hit for hire by covering up and hiding the last message I submitted and emails in which Govan's real motive against young Dolph was exposed. See how Govan saying the judge gave my not Ian's, but mine emails to Manny and how he gave to Govan? And confirming judge actually saw his messages and threats and did big fat nothing about it. Any judge in the world would immediately not be thinking if they convinced or not. They would get law enforcement and DA office involved the same minute to verify validity of the threats to the best witness in the case, like Govan didn't already knock off witnesses Big Juke, TZ, and the rest. But no, this absolute witch of Shelby County has covered up serious threats to innocent women, not only Mr. Ian to protect her husband's colleague family members. More on that soon. What kind of rotten, crooked judge covered up his last threats? And then remember how I told you which Jennifer Mitchell's assistant Sonia Stanford confirmed on a recorded phone call to our hired remote viewer who called and applied pressure asking for update, and her confirming that indeed Govan, Judge, Manny all passed around my emails and threats and covered it up between themselves. The same way that Biased, which covered up Govan's criminal record. Luckily, we got Tamara, who told us what was going on during the secret motions I caught right before Govan trial, allowing all key information to be excluded from the case with emphasis on Govan's criminal record. That miserable witch of Shelby County has done everything in her power to assure all key information, motives, threats to witnesses are excluded, tampering with jury, not allowing people to see everything. What kind of bullshit ass trial she ran within 3 days, knowing she excluded everything that could get Govan in serious trouble. What kind of woman in Memphis participates in covering up hits for hires on innocent elderly women because her husband was close to Govan's law enforcement grandma and uncle, stars of Shelby County Sheriff's Office? Anyway, Govan with this message confirms everything I've been preaching for years, incriminating crooked Memphis Judge Jennifer Mitchell in Hit for Hire. Even if a raindrop doesn't hit Mr. Ian too hard. With everything I got, she is definitely facing losing her job and gaining some serious time in federal prison with Govan. What a damn witch. Not only she covered up the threats, but she gave all sensitive information to Govan to make sure he gets this witness knocked off before I make a scene publicly. Well, too late. Pack your bags, dear Biased, which as judge, and call your boy Manny. You go to face serious charges after Govan confirmed validity of everything submitted to you, and how you first of all did not submit it to law enforcement, which is a crime, and second, you put these people who send you real information at life risk, and third, you blew entire case by all your leniency to Govan, conflicts of interest due to your husband, and assuring his real motive is excluded from the trial and secretly meeting with the defendant.
Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. Y'all know I have to stop it every so often. I'm moving around, so I'm supposed to be doing a review on it. I'm sitting down now though. What's up, Cypress? Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure you guys please like, share, and subscribe. Also, if you want to support the channel, get out the damn way. Y'all already been showing your ass, embarrassing me, fighting and going on with everybody listening to you. Let's see. Okay.
And his attorney to see how all of y'all will go about it. Consider yourself under serious investigation after this video and my report, you miserable crooked witch. But if Govan was threatening your mom and sister, you would do something about it, would you not? On this channel, we do not tolerate threats of any kind, especially to women and children, of which you are part of right now. How we know I am not Ian? Because I couldn't file a report as him, because we are two different people. And I am not going to prison over federal killer, informant, and crooked judge. It was my responsibility to report this to which judge and law enforcement under my channel, which I did. I did not cover up Govan's further hits for hire on more witnesses of the entire plot. How about you, Judge Jennifer Mitchell? You sure did, and I am about to have people protesting outside DOJ and the White House and bother law enforcement and trade information in return for a favor until you are arrested with Govan and relieved off your job. Dirty ass witch. I encourage all of my viewers after watching this video to apply pressure to law enforcement first thing Monday. I don't beg for your money, so you can at least do this for me. If you're not helping, stay the fuck off my channel and go watch these clueless bloggers like Culture Vulturing Harry Potter. Since we talking deals, because Govan told me he got 6 figures deal with fraud gangbanger Whack 100. We negotiating 7-figure deal to end your career. Thanks for confirming that crooked judge who loves that life failure, Charles. Govan covered for you. It will go well with this message and a phone call with her assistant, Ms. Stanford, and will be delivered to FBI. Keep threatening, mamas, you bitch. Give me more threats, I beg you, and enjoy T-Rex interview. How fucking stupid you have to be to think just with that. You can't make me threaten my best friends and their female family members over no social media. There is no way in the world I would be that fake, miserable, and desperate. I made you do just that by exposing your secrets. We have seen already how I ran him off my page when he was trying to be Mr. Big Bad Wolf. Let's see how tough and unbothered again Mr. Guilty is behaving on his page, knowing he dodging the YouTube smoke. He wants to troll Dolph, but when somebody actually rides for Dolph, not that fake shallow shit Dolph's friends barely doing, he starts crying on his page. If you so unbothered, why you keep threatening people and putting hits out behind my content? Let's read what Mr. Guilty posted the other day after replying to my Instagram DM. Rat talking about. Let me say this real clear 100. I don't hesitate to say what I say because I've never been scared of jokes, criticism, or somebody running their mouth.
No.
I come from an environment where you had to have
Y'all
thick
sit
skin
down.
or you wasn't going to make it. We grew up joking, roasting, clowning each other daily. That's normal where I'm from. You can talk about me, my family, my people, my past, my kids, whatever. I don't feel. My feelings been disconnected for a while now. So if word's the weapon, you gonna have to find another route. The difference between me and a lot of folks is this. I can take what I dish out. Most people loud online, but real quiet when it ain't just keyboards and comment sections. So I say what others scared to say because I'm built for the reaction. Ain't no victim over here. Just pressure. Blah, blah, blah. You full of shit.
And nigga, you start calling cease and desist and all of this shit. No, nigga, keep the same energy. See, me, where I'm from, we don't have peace. Anybody can get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can wake up tomorrow, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, and see a motherfucker dissing me. If they worthy of it, you know what I'm saying? Then let's get it. You know what I'm saying? I ain't doing no tripping, but nah, that ain't no, you know what I'm saying? That ain't no match. I don't know when I don't know if he actually went through with it, but he was at a tattoo shop and he had finesse 2 times.
Oh Lord have mercy. These men crazy. They have me tickled. Lord have mercy. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button.
Mama, you know what I'm saying? Like drew on his arm with the plastic and the grease and shit, like he was finna get her tatted on his arm.
Y'all see how they be constantly arguing and going back and forth with each other. Oh Lord have mercy. Like women, Lord have mercy.
And when I seen that, it just kind of let me know right then that he really ain't from that environment, you know, because the shit you doing will get your shit twisted all the way up if a nigga like me catch you. I don't necessarily know what Finesse will do about it or whatever. Or I was locked up with Finesse at Mason. I know he ain't no sucker. You know, if a nigga call his number, he will go answer, win or lose. But, you know, and if that was me, And like again, it wouldn't have, you know what I'm saying? I got alligator skin or whatever, but it's just about the disrespect. I ain't gonna be mad and blood pressure ain't gonna go up, but I'm gonna be active.
He said he ain't gonna be mad. His blood pressure ain't gonna be going up. It look like his damn blood pressure right now.
Oh trying to get your autograph. And so that just made, you know, I would say trolling is, you know, making fun of someone, you know, about something, maybe a sensitive matter that they got going on or something like that, you know. But what I will say is I've never trolled when I was about to lie. For the most part, I troll people that I've had personal experiences with, right, personal dealings with, and I feel like, you know, I gotta pass the troll because I'm open to the troll. Right. I don't give a fuck. Excuse my language, you know. No, you good. Yeah. I got alligator skin, so you know, people control me back. Yeah. Some people do. Where I'm from, that's what we do. Yeah. You know, we troll, we smoke weed, and we drink certain. You know, so you know, it is what it is. You know, in school, man, we had a fucking crew. Like we used to walk through the school and check people. We had people literally scared to come to school because we used to check them. It wasn't nothing violent. You know, it was just all fun and games. And you know, and you know, with some of the people I troll, do I have a dislike for them? Yeah, I do. Some of them I don't. Right. You know, so hey, you know, I troll 607 all the time, and you know, love them to death. You know, I done trolled Charleston White before. You know, me and him together right now. You know what I'm saying? So, hey man, hey, it is what it is, man. If you ain't got alligator skin, stay out my way. That's all I can say. Hiding and running. I don't even know how to spell it. I ain't no tough monk. I don't consider myself to be the baddest person in the world. But one thing a nigga know about me is that I'm if it's about some issue or beef or if you done drew that line in the sand that it's that, then you got to know that I'm gonna treat this shit like the NFL. I'm gonna leave it all on the field. Oh man. So you gotta be prepared for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't the nigga you gonna run up on and shine on. Right. You know, that ain't gonna happen. I'm the nigga you gonna run up on and we gonna make CNN. So, you know, you gotta be, you know what I'm saying? You know, went through the things that they going through and let them know that what's really gangster, like I was telling them. I asked them to raise their hand. And I said, which out of all y'all raise y'all hand, how many of y'all think y'all gangsters? And it was some of them that said that they felt like they were gangsters. And I said, but you know what's real gangster? Is changing your life for your mom, for your grandmother. And if you got kids, you know, for your kids. And, you know, I said, do you know how good it feels to hear your grandmother say that she proud of you because you're changing? Because you're doing what she raised you to do. I said, that's the most gangster shit I ever experienced. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to get them to understand that or whatever. And I, you know what I'm saying? I genuinely touched a couple of them. So that motivated me. So I ain't gonna stop. That's real. Yeah. Boy said a friend of my enemy. I mean, an enemy of my friend is my enemy. You know what I'm saying?
No, I'm joking. JUSTICE4DOLPH is done a great job with the content that's on their channel.
Yeah.
People think that I am the JUSTICE4DOLPH channel. And I am not the JUSTICE4DOLPH channel. You feel sad?
Y'all, they hacking at my channel. Hold on, y'all. I get so sick of these men messing with me. darn tired of these men messing with me. Why don't they let me look at video in peace? Okay, I come against you in the name of Jesus. And that's a powerful prayer. That's the most powerful one. You keep on messing with me and see what's gonna happen to you. Now, whoever it is that's hacking at my channel, don't go to sleep this weekend and not wake up no more. Okay? Because I'm covered by the blood of Jesus. Bad things happen to people that mess with me. So go on with your life. This ain't no game, okay? Leave my video alone. All right, let's keep going. Okay, let's move on. I know it's a 4-hour video, so I'm gonna be skipping to some because it's a real long video.
And to include all that information that has been covered up all these years.
Please don't give me any reason to revoke this bond. Report. Please don't give me any reason to revoke this bond. Report. Please don't give me any reason to revoke this bond.
Report. However, the judge says before she could review the bond modification, she received upsetting news.
I get a message from a concerned citizen that you're out doing interviews.
And this time a judge has received a message together with Hagerman from a concerned citizen that Govan is putting hits out on family members of witnesses, and still nothing.
However, the judge says before she could review the bond modification, she received upsetting news.
I get a message from a concerned citizen that you're out
still threatening people on my bond.
All right, so let's start with the email judge received almost 2 months ago from a concerned citizen, so you know I am not pump faking. We recorded this message first as if we were talking on the phone and transcribed it to make an email out of it, so excuse the mistakes. Let's read it together. Subject: urgent. Honorable Judge Jennifer Mitchell / Prosecutor Paul Hagerman / Family Thornton. We added Dolph's family to this email because we knew they would have never passed this information over to them. And this way Steve's office, known for excluding crucial information, can ignore my email. Friday, January 17th. Case: Adolph Thornton Jr. Dear Mrs. Mitchell, Mr. Hagerman, and Family Thornton. Today, I am writing to you with utmost respect, urgency, seriousness, and importance of this matter. First of all, thank you all for bringing the first steps toward full justice for the Thornton family that they deserved. I had to say something like that even though I am pissed off because they're hiding a lot of things. Even though we all know everything is on a fall guy, Justin Johnson, and a dead man, Anthony Mims, I had to open up like that so they think I am happy with them, when I am actually upset for all these other people and evidence completely covered up. At least they did punish the fall guy in an elaborate plan because they could have helped get him off too, or allowed him to run around on bond and keep taking out Raquela's new boyfriends too. Nothing can surprise me in this case anymore. Let's continue. Now, I am reaching out to you with 2 topics. The first one that needs to be immediately acted upon is regarding the recent most serious illegal activities of Hernandez, Govan, while out on bond. The person was let out on bond for a specific undisclosed reason and has been tying loose ends and witnesses that could get him locked up for life. Desmond Rogers, Anthony Mims, and Joshua Taylor are names on top of my head that seriously impacted this case. I kind of worded this bad. Should have added that he was responsible for loose projectful interviews and part of the whole plot that I have an ocean of evidence to prove the further step in the conspiracy. It was not only Justin Johnson who was supposed to get famous from this tragedy. Everything was lined up from April of 2021 for Mr. Govan and his close circle to get his piece of the fame pie from this tragedy, and I can prove it. I threw that in to see if they would be real and actually care about this case to take this evidence in too. Of course, they do not want to see that because it is extra work and they don't really care about full justice for Dolph's family. It's all about doing the minimum, saving money for corrupted Shelby, and making themselves look like some heroes. The next thing I said is, what Mr. Govan is now doing is hunting down everybody who could have any information on him and the relevant crime against Adolph, but also his previous crimes while being a member of a notorious criminal organization, Craig Petty's crew. We can tolerate a lot and be patient with you and letting him slide with 10 plus times he broke his bond conditions. What we will not tolerate is him putting hits on more innocent people while he is hunting them down because he believes their family members could get him in trouble. With an emphasis on the people that he is putting hits on now and threatening lives are innocent women in Memphis who do not know anything about the case because the clown thinks their family member, who is his friend, is giving me information on him. Let's stop right here real quick. I have never given them a name to see if they would even request it to do their investigation. Of course, they didn't. Let me address this goofy informant Govan real quick. This is how stupid Govan is, and is playing my own chess moves for him. About a year ago, I started sending screenshots of Lambert and his other homeboys to Govan, and he ended up immediately blocking me. So I started sending information I knew about him and his crew to actual crew members, hoping it would get passed down to him, because he was too scared to talk to me directly how much I knew. I sent a lot of pictures, more of subliminal to a lot of it back. I'm going to keep this between us and Govan and not to include them or their own family. I was very confused because I was just exposing Mr. Cold's secrets in the comments and laughing at Govan for turning on him. So I asked Govan's friend what the hell he was talking about. It got nothing to do with him. So he told me this goofy video called him and asked him why is he feeding me information. After Govan hung up, he started threatening his family. Not me, not him, but innocent women. I obtained screenshots of that another way, and it was as real as it gets. So let me address this goofy informant bitch. Nobody, I repeat, nobody has to feed me anything. I found everything by myself online, and you are the one who posted everything down to Mr. Cold and his real name. Only a dumbass would not put 2 and 2 together. This clown convinced himself that I was working with his crew members. Yeah, like they would be more loyal to me, who they don't know even who I am, instead of you, who they have been running around moving dope and taking out folks for 20 plus years. That's how stupid you are, Govan. Go ask your employer MPD or FBI to get into my messages, and you will see I am the one who has been sending them all pictures of Mr. Cold while they all begging me not to leak y'all business out. You really are insane in your head to start concluding some dumb shit like that. Leave everybody out of this. This is only between me and you, nobody else. All right, let me move this email to the side because I have to show you the screenshot too. We already read the first 2 paragraphs and explained this dumbass what is really going on. Now let's go straight to the 3rd paragraph. On that note, remember those puppy eyes when Judge Mitchell chewed him out for the interview, and then please look at the attached screenshot, exhibit number 1. Hernandez Govan sent to his close friend for 20 years that Mr. Govan thought was leaking his dirt, when it was all found online from public information. I did not write this down, but these messages were sent on October 1st, 2024. Keep that date in mind designed for now. Until we get to Lil Flip, the violent will happen to her by somebody affiliated with him. Then he says it is his first and last comment about it. And then he dares his friend to play with him if he wants to, clearly saying this is not only a threat, intimidation, or a bluff. He is serious about following up on his threat. Then in the second message, he reminds his friend that he knows where his old-ass mama lives. With a clear disrespect for a lady showing no emotions if something would happen to an innocent lady under his request. Whoever sends that to somebody they grew up together, you already know Mr. Govan is straight evil. He did not go threaten his male friend. This clown went straight at the women that got nothing to do with nothing. He has been always violent towards women according to his criminal record. Now, the last paragraph. These are two serious life attempts at the potential witnesses' family members, clearly showing his intention to remove everybody on his way to freedom, as he did poor Desmond Rogers when I found out, because Desmond knew they were planning to burn the white car, and it is Mr. Govan's signature while running with his crew. Even though these ladies are not actual witnesses, their family member is one. Mr. Govan, aka Mr. Big Bad Wolf, poses a threat to the entire society, no matter what deal he has with you behind the scenes. Cool, let's keep on going. We just read the top paragraph. Let's go straight to the second one. It is time to revoke his privileges and press additional charges against him. He can ask Lil Flip to pay for...
Yeah, make sure. Yeah. Hit the like button, you guys. Hit the like button. Make sure you guys please like, share, and subscribe. Also, if you want to support the channel, you get the channel via Cash App or Super Thanks, okay? I'm going to start reviewing on it in a few minutes. I'm doing something right now, so I'm just letting y'all kind of watch the video. But I'm gonna get ready to start reviewing on it in a few minutes, okay? Because I know I'm supposed to be stopping it, and it's 4 hours skipping it and stuff like that. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Oh Lord. I put 30 minutes. Okay, y'all. We need 40 more likes. So if you haven't hit the like button, please do hit 40.
Ending that you immediately revoke his bond and to press appropriate additional charges for witness tampering, threats, and a conspiracy to commit murder so he can remain outside. No more informant games, since he does not know how to behave under all this protection he got from his two networks, from both Mims and his crew sides. I am really expecting respected Judge Mitchell to act immediately on this matter before the big OL goofball really does something to somebody again. He is a serious threat. Mr. Govan is not a joke and has quite a few people deceased already in his lifetime with ties to one of the biggest criminal organizations in U.S. history that was also taking out witnesses and already brought down in collaboration with Detective Richardson. In the second screenshot, exhibit number 2, please find attached Mr. Govan's comments sent to me only a few minutes before or after sending this message to his friend. I called him out with his secrets and laughed at him, because his friend blogger who covered for him, Just Say No to SCO, turned on him too, started calling him an informant and exposed his play to get famous for what I had been preaching to somebody for years. He went crazy on me, trying to find out who I am, lure me to the pressure world which you are familiar with, and set me up to kill me the same day. I got those screenshots, 2 exhibits, 3 to 6, which is another person he tried to lure and take out with information on the case. And I got info MPD can't get, and the other way around, they got tech and experience. I got sources close to the all-involved individuals in the death of our dear Adolph Thornton and public information that can be used to bring down Gotti and everybody involved. Now, to make things clear, I said I have sources close to all individuals involved was a play for Govind to be confused in the meantime, not knowing who is giving up info on him, when it is really nobody. I knew his brain would be going crazy trying to figure stuff out that is not real, and also so I could catch their attention to see if they would request this information to perform due diligence. And of course,
I'm buffering again. So they started messing with the video. That's sometimes I be thinking that it's the truth that's messing with my video. Hold on, y'all. Sometimes I be thinking it's the truth that's messing with my video. The truth, are you messing with my video? Okay, guys. I see them messing with the video, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all hit the like button, even if we have to finish looking at it tomorrow. I know that's why I rebuke them in the name of Jesus. They got to get up out of here. That's all right. They got something coming. Y'all move. Get on somewhere now. Y'all hit that like button for me. Make sure you guys please like, share, and subscribe. Hell, the video already up on Justice for Dolph page. Why they don't want us to look at it? Everybody already looking at it. Hell. Okay, let's go right here.
Judge Mitchell. Okay, the next important complementary evidence to 2 screenshots of threats I released in this video is that time he choked and almost killed his own daughter at Gotti's restaurant in November of 2019. This is not only important to prove he would for sure harm a female, since Manny is full of shit and Judge covered up his criminal record, but also proving he would indeed have a beef and hurt his own female child. This is very important for the next piece of evidence I want to present sealing the deal. He indeed had a street beef with his other daughter, Destiny Govan. But first, let's hear from the Memphis catfighter real quick.
And I'm a, believe it or not, I'm an intelligent brother. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't saying that in a cocky way. A lot of times people see me, I done been through so much shit in my life. I don't give a fuck about what nobody say, unless you somebody that I know personally, that I need to.
And only suckers be still mingling with Charleston. What has Charleston ever achieved in life but snitch his ass off on the stand against his best friend, like his name is Cornelius Smith or Ratnez Govan? Charleston sold out his mom and her safety for YouTube laughing out loud. Why you didn't call cops on Govan, you bitch? Because you knew that call would be sent to Govan like that which Judge did behind all of our backs, assuring Govan Knox off this last witness, and she could have her lunch break earlier. Fuck Charleston, white he a nobody, with no real life achievements. Only thing he ever did was disrespect real people like Nipsey. Nipsey is way more loved and real than both of you rotten rats. Y'all can't fuck with Nipsey or Dolph. That's what success looks like, not no YouTube gossiping and disrespect. Lame ass blogging Avengers. And if I ruined your brand deal, I am going to laugh so hard. More on that in a second. But first, let's watch the video when Govan snitched on how he had a hit on Rat Charleston mom. He couldn't even expose Govan without me.
So like I said, I ain't no shit at Charles. I just want to meet him and I just want to get his autograph in person. That's all I want to do. You know, I'm finna go hang out with Dewberry when I leave here.
Shout out West Dallas.
Yeah. So, you know, Charleston, you know, you see this interview, you know, I don't know when y'all gonna drop. I don't know if y'all rock with him, but if y'all got a number on him, man, tell them go van parading around the city looking for him.
Oh yeah. No, definitely. Again, I don't know if it's an analogy or not, but
no. I just want to get a picture. Like you said, man. One of my goals is this year.
Shoot,
I want Charleston White on my show.
Yeah, no, that'd be a good conversation.
I think it'll break the internet. You know, it'll be like, of course, it'll be great for me. Yeah. You know, Charleston. You know, he already. You know, he on a level. You know what I'm saying. And a lot of people never see, so you know, I'm sure he'll probably be like, you know, how could it benefit him? But it'll be a stepping stone for me, you know. And I say, almost got to down there have a heart transplant because I normally don't forgive, you know, certain shit. You know, it's certain lines you cross that ain't no coming back from.
Yeah.
So, you know, with that being said, I got so much love for Gangsta. I think if Gangsta reached out to me, as soft as this might sound, I probably would do it.
That's some real shit.
And that's just on the strength of Gangsta, you know what I'm saying? You know, and I think on the strength, and I don't think on the strength of Gangsta, I know it will be done peacefully, you know, and I think if we did have a sit down, me and Charleston, I do think Gangsta would need to be there.
Yeah, no, one thing that Charleston has done is he has fixed a lot of bridges that were broken prior.
He has been doing that lately.
So to see him and Woody get together.
Because he said some things about Woody that
some things don't come back from that shit.
Yeah, you know, and I thought, you know what I'm saying? Like, but Woody on a different path, you know, Woody on a, you know what I'm saying? You know, Woody had this, he'll be on this spiritual journey one day, but you piss him off the next day, he might come and say some crap, you know what I'm saying? But you know, I remember one night, you know, we was talking and Woody was trying to give me some game on the phone and I just was telling Woody, I was just like, bro, I'm just still wrestling with the old me, Woody, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, it's like you've been a certain way for so long and you ain't never tolerated certain shit for so long. How can you start now?
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, niggas telling me, man, you know, look over shit, man. You in this YouTube world.
Yeah, but I say you're in this YouTube world now.
Yeah, I am.
So
you
it's
know
like,
what I'm saying? But don't bring a nigga kids into the YouTube world. You know what I'm saying? You know, you could say
they know exactly what hurts you. Like if you say that right now.
But see, that's the thing. It don't hurt me. You know what it do? It make me want to kill you.
Oh damn. Yeah.
That's a different. Like I ain't sitting at home crying with no motherfucking Kleenexes and tissue and shit like that. No, man, I'm trying to find out where your bush is at.
Come on.
Like I ain't hurt, nigga. Yeah, you just trying to get yourself hurt.
Ooh.
You ain't hurting me, nigga. You gonna hurt your family when they have to plan your shit.
Come on.
About fucking with my kids.
Come on.
Cause when Charleston said that about my daughter, my little nigga from Oak Cliff was standing outside his mama house. Waiting on the word.
A lot of people never get, you know, over Nick.
Don't bring a nigga kids into the YouTube world.
Oh Lord, I'm playing somebody else's video. Lord Jesus. I just thought about that. I can't play them folks' video. I can play JUSTICE4DOLPH video. Okay. Y'all know y'all have to help me because I'm up doing other stuff. Okay, so let's go here right here where it ain't showing nobody else's video.
The people, so I will. Let me tell you first how I found him before we get into his criminal record and why is he relevant for this video right here. I was minding my own business shopping for Craig Petty's on Temu and got disappointed when they tried to scam me with shitty products again. I thought to myself, what the Hernandy? Like I don't know that inside of the packaging of what's supposed to be Craig Petty's toy action figure, they tried to sell me fraud delusional Kingpin Yo Gotti. This was limited edition, and it came with a sachet full of hate for young Dolph. It also came with a tiny pocket-sized Coke baggie, allowing him to sell make-believing about that cocaine stories to his Temu chain wearing CMF supporters. The only thing I like here is attachable comfy head rest for his big head when he gets tired of carrying it around all day. Of course, one silver spoon which is compatible with another Young Lil Yo Action figure edition. Don't let me forget about one fat book full of raps with stolen stories from all Memphis legends that even poor Craig can't tell because he was buying bags of coke to trap and ended up snorting it all away before he even had a chance to sell anything running around Miami, thinking he is Roderick Kelly high out his mind. His set comes with supporting liquor when he would run out of coke, getting high on his own supply, and an empty wallet because he was on the run for years, and that money he made working in warehouses, he done snorted it all in instead of doubling it up. We have to cover this goofy while talking hits on Mr. Ian. You are asking yourself why. Well, let's start the story from the beginning, why he was even on the run, to how he met Govan, to the failed attempt on Mr. Ian, and me getting his ass arrested for being another idiot harming women around Memphis, just like his little petty marijuana partner, Hernandez Govan.
Get back.
Justice for Brittany Starks.
Is fighting for her life at Regional 1, and a mother of 5 is fighting for her life at Regional 1 after her boyfriend reportedly shot her with a high-powered weapon and in front of her children. The Shelby office has an active warrant out for Rodney McAtee. The 20-year-old is considered armed and dangerous. Local 24 News weekend anchor Annette Pegler has the plea tonight from the victim's family.
In the name of Jesus. Get back.
Brittany Starks remains at Regional 1. She's in stable condition, but she has a long way to go in recovery. Her family says the man who did this needs to be arrested immediately.
He shot her in the chest, just 2 centimeters above her heart.
That's what Brianna Hawthorne said happened to her sister Brittany Starks Monday evening.
She tried to end her relationship with her boyfriend, and he decided that he was going to end her life.
The family says the shots were fired from an AK-47 just feet away from Starks' 5 children.
Get back.
That know her, they know that she's a sweethearted person, soft-spoken the whole 9 yards. And for this to happen to her, this is really, really a shame.
Fortunately, the kids were unharmed. Memphis police and Shelby County Sheriff's Department are now actively searching for this man, Rodney McAtee. Starks' family says McAtee has had a history of abuse and has had some run-ins with the law.
If you're in a relationship and you're feeling threatened, or you're feeling that he's separating you from your family or anything like that, you try to get help.
They don't want another family to experience this pain.
He's armed and dangerous. 2 days ago, it was my sister. Tonight, tomorrow, it could be you.
And we want to show you again the picture of Rodney McAtee. If you've seen him or you have any information on where he may be, please call Memphis Police or the Shelby County Sheriff's Department. Reporting from the Medical District, Annette Pegler, Local 24 News.
We want justice for Brittany. That's what this is about, justice for Brittany.
Family members of Brittany Starks, a mother of 5, are fighting for justice after they say she was shot in the chest by her boyfriend.
He intimidated her, the kids. He couldn't live with her, so he made sure that he made it perfectly clear that your life would be a living hell. She let him know that she didn't want to be with him anymore, and he shot her.
According to police reports, Starks managed to call police with a bullet wound in her chest. The report says earlier that evening, Memphis police received another domestic disturbance call at the same location. At the time, Starks said she didn't need any assistance.
He left the scene. The authorities came, he left the scene, and he returned. So that's premeditated.
Family members say all 5 of Starks' young children were home and witnessed everything. Thankfully, none of them were harmed. The police report lists Rodney McCady as the suspect. WRAG learned he currently has a warrant out for his arrest for aggravated assault.
When you endanger children, you should be charged for this. When you attempt to murder a person in front of their kids, you should be charged with it.
In North Memphis, Quimitra Wilborn, WRAG News Channel 3.
Okay, y'all, listen. I never should have had none of that wine. It makes me so tired and sleepy. Yeah, I promise y'all, we're gonna continue watching this in the morning. I had a long day today. Like I said, they've been working me like a slave. Okay, my caseloads have picked up, and I'm supposed to be doing a comment. I'm really supposed to be doing a review, but I ain't gonna even tell no stories. Like I've been up doing something. My head been bobbing. I done dozed off about 3 times. So what I'm gonna do is I promise y'all I'm gonna do a review on this video. We're gonna in the morning. Y'all know I have the most energy when I get up in the morning. I have some coffee. Okay, I don't have my grandbaby gonna be over here, but I got her her stuff she could play with. And we're going to get on here in the morning and we're going to do a review while I'm up drinking my coffee. But Auntie tired tonight, y'all. I got to go to bed. I can't hardly even keep my eyes up. Hush! These dogs getting on my nerves too. It's Diane in here. I got to call Diane. I ain't heard from Diane, but I've been tired. They've been working me so, y'all. When I got in here to live last night, he said, come on. I was so tired. I couldn't even hardly keep my head up. I was gonna do a live last night and couldn't keep my head up. That's how tired I was. So I'm getting ready to rest tonight. That wine always makes me more relaxed and stuff. I just thank the Lord that it didn't have me acting up. Okay, but we basically had a real relaxed show tonight, and I'm getting ready to go to sleep. Listen, I love you all. I want y'all to have a good night. Make sure you guys please like, share, and subscribe. We're going to get on here in the morning and do a review on the show, okay? I love y'all. I'll talk to y'all later.